My name is Sam, and we're just gonna go through the final post for preparing for end of life. So, advanced healthcare directives. So, right now, I selected my agent as being my mother. She's my mother. She's a nurse and she has a very extensive medical background, so I feel like if anything were to happen to me right now, she would know what I would want, and she would also do what would be best for me and for everyone else involved. Um, her husband is very level-headed. My parents are divorced, so her husband's very level-headed as well. So he would allow, her emotions not to get the best of her. Um, when I asked her to be my agent right now, she was honored. But then she again asked, why are you all of a sudden thinking about this? And then that prompted, we're taking this class, we're talking about this. I just wanted to know if this would be something that you would be interested in while you're still alive. When she passes, I don't really know where my life's going to be, so I don't really know who my agent's going to be. So that's fun. Everyone was everyone kind of knew that like me and my mom were super tight knit and we're one and the same. So her being my agent, no one was really surprised about that. We have both decided like a long time ago when I first got my license that we wanted to be organ donors. We both have O negative blood, so we feel like, at least I feel kind of obligated, like if I have this and everyone else can take care of it, like if everyone can benefit from just one thing that I have, then they can have it, like go for it. So yeah, that was me choosing my mother as my agent and other things like that. So about handling my possessions, my estate, possessions, finance, things like that. I mainly had all of these conversations with my family and my roommate. My roommate is practically my sister. So when I say family, I'm also referring to her too. So when we talked about possessions, I don't really have that many, I guess you could say, like earthly possessions. I collect a lot of dumb things. I have a stuffed animal that I've had since I was 3. And I would want that to go to my mom because she gave me one from when she was a child. And so I feel like that's a very sentimental thing that my mother should get. And I paint, and my father loves my art, and so my father would get my art and things like that. So when it comes to handling my possessions, I would put my roommate in charge of it because I feel like she would do a good job of like divvying up things and making sure everyone got something of significant value from me when I pass, like if that were to happen anytime soon. There are definitely like some joke things that I own, and so it would be funny with things like that. I feel like she would do a really good job at that. So I kind of put her in charge of that. These conversations were once I explained that like, this is for a class, this is what we've been working on, this is what we've been talking about, this is what I would want to happen if I were to pass anytime soon. So they were pretty casual, like there were a few jokes here and there that were kind of just like, there it is, there's my family and there's the people that I love. So that's been really fun. And then memorials and body disposition and death notification. So the kind of memorial that I would want is, when we talked about living funerals, I actually thought that was really interesting. So when say I found out I have some terminal illness or something, I would want to have a living funeral just so that people can have like one last, like, it wouldn't be so much like a sad funeral, almost kind of like party, like this is our last like hurrah with me, and creating just like some kind of lasting memory with them. So I think I would want, like, if I were to have a terminal illness, it would be a living funeral. But if I were to just suddenly die, my family knows this, all my friends know this. I'm a big medical geek, like science kind of nerd. And so I've always wanted to donate my body for science. And like, I've had COVID, I've had the vaccine. I wonder what things they could like see from that. And like, I have a pacemaker too, so I don't really know what they could find from it. So if they could learn something really cool about it, then I'm in. And if they just help some future doctors figure out how to do a suture, I'm also in for that. Like, I love medical, and so I would want my body to go somewhere medical. And if that obviously wasn't a choice, then I would want to be cremated. Or to be, like, placed in a plant. I think that would be really cool, too. So that's kind of what I've thought about with that. And as well as, like, with death notification, I feel like I would just want I would just want people to know. I wouldn't want it to be a big social media post like, oh, boom, like, Sam's dead. But I would want it to be like, you know, like, if someone did post about it, they were like, oh, you know, we loved her, like, we don't understand what happened, blah, blah, whatever situational happened. I think it's okay for people to know. I just want the people that care about me to know. So yeah. Basically finding all of these things out about my family, like, not about my family, but, like, talking to my family and my friends and things like that about this. It was really eye-opening that a lot of the people in my life are very comfortable with this topic, because not a lot of people are very comfortable talking about this kind of topic. But when you talk about it and you talk about it in, like, a neutral, almost, like, positive way, people respond to it better than when you're kind of sad and down about it. I have no boundaries when it comes to talking about a lot of things, and so it was really nice to be able to be open with the people that I care about and the people that would be involved in this process. So yeah, thanks for watching.